Welcome to Story Lounge. The America of the 1960s was a land divided. Segregation was the law of the land, and for Black Americans, the simple dream of equality seemed out of reach. But one man dared to dream big. His name was Martin Luther King Jr. Martin was born into a family of preachers, in a world where black voices were often silenced. But from a young age, Martin learned the power of words, words that could inspire hope, demand justice, and change hearts. Martin saw firsthand how unfair the world could be, even as a child. But instead of giving in to anger, he chose a different path, the path of peace and understanding. It was a path inspired by great thinkers, like Gandhi, and by his own deep belief in love and justice. In 1955, a brave woman named Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on a segregated bus in Montgomery, Alabama. Her act of defiance sparked a movement, and the young Martin Luther King Jr. was ready to lead. Martin led the Montgomery bus boycott, a nonviolent protest that lasted over a year and sent a powerful message. Change was coming. In 1963, Martin stood before hundreds of thousands at the March on Washington. It was here that he delivered the speech that would echo across the ages. His "I Have a Dream" speech. He dreamed of a world where his children would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. A world where love triumphed over hate. But the road to equality was not easy. Protesters faced violence, threats, and even death. Yet, through it all, Martin remained committed to nonviolence. He taught that hate could not drive out hate. Only love could do that. Through his leadership, the civil rights movement gained momentum. Laws began to change. Schools were desegregated. The Voting Rights Act was passed. The dream was becoming a reality. In 1964, Martin was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. But even as he received one of the world's greatest honors, the struggle for justice was far from over. Martin knew that the fight for civil rights was not just about laws, it was about changing hearts and minds. And that work was far from finished. In 1968, the world lost Martin Luther King Jr. to an assassin's bullet. But even in his death, his message lived on. Martin's dream lives on in all of us. His courage, his voice, and his unwavering belief in the power of love continue to inspire people everywhere to fight for justice, equality, and peace. The legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. reminds us that dreams can shape the future, and that love is more powerful than hate. We honor his memory by continuing the fight for equality and justice, so that one day, his dream will fully become our reality. Because, in the words of Dr. King, the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. And together, we are bending it toward a brighter tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Let's keep the dream alive. For more inspiring tales from the past, please like, subscribe, and share to inspire others with the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr.